You're listening to PBS. Episode 81. She gets mad at living on a trampoline. Sometimes we're surrounded by wizards. Joe and I are talking about that lingo and you're becoming a yuppie now. Joe and I are like, hey, what's all good to the kids these days? And then sometimes we're in a tent. And sometimes we get molested by raccoons together. And then we're all heads up on Joe Rogan. And then sometimes I confess I hate the hog. And this is where I'm passing the verbs, Joe. And that's the end of it. Pickle and boot shop. I hope you hate hat.
Joe and Razor, pickle and boot shop. Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joe and Razor, pickle and boot shop. Pickle time is happening. Pickle time. I go down to get some pickles.
With your grandma and your kids.
I go downtown.
With your grandma and your kids.
Boot time. Pickle and boot time. Don't be fickle. Get your pickle cider. Pop a nickel in your boots. Not a place of ill repute. Bring your grandma and your kids. Come for the pickles. Stay for the squids.
Pickle and boot shop.
Stay for the squids.
Yeah, pickle time.
Put that pickle in your pants. Get some booze inside your hands. Put that pickle in your pants. Get some booze inside your hands.
1996, we start this.
Hey everybody, Pickle Boot Shop. Welcome back to the Pickle. Why? Oh! Ah. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Prior to the podcast, we were discussing heavy events, and I'm not talking
It was heavy.
bench press. You know what I mean?
We
I'm
can't
not
talk about
talking-
it because this person who wasn't talking, they want everyone to know about their balls swelling to the size of a grapefruit.
Yeah, yeah. But so anyway,
Anyway.
how's your week been? Beat up any kids?
Just my own. No, no, I have this. I have an amazing schedule, which would be
Yeah.
phenomenal if my job did not suck the living life out of me. Is that a say?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
I think so. Yeah,
Sucks the living life out of me.
yeah. Sounds about right.
No, every time I go to work now, they're just like, well, you know how there used to be 4 jobs for nurses? Well, it's you doing 3 of them and this guy in training doing the other 2 for 16 hours. Hopefully someone will be there to relieve you. So it's like,
I'd be done. I'd be like, see, I quit.
it's like that. But then, yeah, it's not my favorite thing. But, yeah, I work like every other weekend and then every Wednesday. So I worked last Wednesday and I haven't worked since then. I had the whole weekend off. It was Era's birthday. She turned 8.
Nice.
And,
What'd you get her?
I got her so much crap. There was
Literally just bags of poop.
bags and bags.
You went to the
poop.
zoo and got her all sorts of different kinds of poop.
Yeah, I was like, honey, this is an elephant. This is an ostrich. This is an eel,
An egret.
an egret, an emu, an eagle. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whew. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But,
what all did she get? What all did she get?
She got a bunch of stuffed animals and some games like Twister and Kerplunk. And she
What kind
got
of stuffed animals? Because aren't the kids into those things like, what do they call, like squishies? or-
Squishamallows.
Yeah, something like that. Did she get those?
She got a couple of these ones that are like little, like sushi rolls or burritos. They're like a little
Yeah.
dog, and this one was like a thing of ramen. And then she got a little cat, and then she got these 2 little fluffy, fuzzy llamas, and they fit together. They're really soft and cute. And Yeah, a lot of stuffy things.
Yeah.
I don't understand it at all, but the kids like these stuffy, fluffy things. Like, I don't know. She also got Barbies. I understand that. She likes Barbies.
Yeah.
And she got a Barbie that plays soccer. Pretty exciting.
Well, it's good that they got toys, because like all kids nowadays have like devices that are. I'm gonna sound like an 80-year-old man.
Yeah, do it, old man.
But like the devices take away the imagination. So to actually see a kid playing with toys, I can't tell you the last time I saw a child play with a toy.
Yeah, this
It's
is
always
what's cool
a child
about Era.
with a device.
She doesn't care about. She'll play Roblox with Lyndon, but it's down because I had him on these. Like when COVID happened, we got old iMacs off of like Facebook Marketplace for $100, $150, but they're obsolete now, and they won't play the updates on Roblox, so they can't play it. Like Lyndon got for Christmas, she got a one of these Meta, like the Oculus Quest things.
I don't have a clue what you just said.
It's like it's like virtual reality visor. She plays all
Oh,
these
there's no
games
way
in
I
it.
could do that.
She
I
plays it all the
couldn't do that.
time. And then she plays No
She doesn't
Friendo.
get sick? Like, she doesn't
I
get
think she
sick?
does. She gets mad and yells at me because I'm real a lot. She's like, she yells at me and she's mad because I'm like, clean your room. And she's like, I don't have a room. I'm playing Gorilla Tag. I don't need you anymore. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. She's like, I live in a treehouse in the wilderness surrounded by wizards.
Yep. That's
And
what
I
it's
don't ever
like.
have to leave this. It's like people who play Sims, and that's just like their life.
Man, I have gone down some dark like week-long holes into the Sims where you're just like, this is so much better than real life. It's so much faster and easier. I'm a doctor now.
I can't do it. I cannot do it. Those
I gotta
games,
feed
like,
the baby.
yeah, I've even stopped like buying video game. Like my brother-in-law has Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
And I would love to buy that game and I would love to play that game. But I know I would just get super into it,
Yeah.
and then that's it. And then my life passes me by. Even like I usually play video games in the winter because there's nothing to do. Mm-hmm. So the one that I play the most that does take a lot of my time, I'll play it in like 2-hour chunks or like before bed.
And what game is
It's
this?
like the Sid
Wordle.
Meier's
It's called Wordle.
Civilization.
Oh, yeah, man. I get into that too. I will play
Yeah.
it for days. I get sucked into it.
Yeah, like games like that, like the old one, Civilization Revolution, which was like more cartoony. I like that one a lot. And then Civ 6, I play, but that one that one takes like days to play. Like
Yeah.
you can't.
I think
You
I'm
can't
still
just,
on
like,
Civ
sit down.
5. I think I have that, not Civ 6. Civilization 6. That's code, guys. Joe and I are
Yeah.
talking the lingo. I don't want to alienate you,
That
but you guys are
gamer
in the
lingo.
past.
Yeah,
Joe and I are just
living in
slinging,
the past.
slinging that lingo.
Now, talking about the past, one of the biggest topics, and it's crazy that of all the stuff we talk about, this one hits the most as far as like with our listeners and people's response and how they
Yeah.
really go overboard, is coffee.
Yeah.
We've had a huge response and just a continued, like the coffee threads on the Diabolical discussion page just continue as though it started just minutes ago.
Minutes ago.
And I do have to say, I like the specialty shop coffee a lot more than like Folgers.
which is good, and this is what I told you about, brother.
Yeah, like I can drink Folgers, it's fine. And that's what it is, it's fine. And then I go to this place close to my house called Sabbath Coffee,
Yeah.
and they just had like their coffee, it's crazy. But here's the deal. Like there's always something that poisons the well, right?
Well, number
So-
one, I'll tell you the poison is you're becoming a yuppie now, Joe.
Well, I only get the coffee. I don't get the like crazy drinks, and that's where I'm going with this. So me and my girls walk in. I'm like, "What do you guys want?" What do you think their response is?
Hot chocolate.
Nope. A dirty chai.
Oh, that is a good choice. Your kids are smart.
I didn't even think you'd know what that was.
Oh yeah, man. It's good. But that's some next level shit, dude.
So they both get the dirty chai. I just get the filtered coffee. This dude walks in behind us,
Kind of side to side.
with
He asked this old lady, yeah, is this Kentucky Fried? She said yes, smiled. He smiled back, put his quarter in and order small fries, Big Mac. You be illin'. What?
no, he had on like
sorry,
leather
dude.
shoes, like leather, like he was in Mumford and Son type leather, like leather boots, like 3/4 boots. He had on leather shoes, Lululemon sweatpants with one pulled up like to the knee and then the other one like mid calf, a trench coat.
I like where this is going.
I don't know like what type of shirt he was wearing. Then he was wearing like a Lululemon baseball hat. And he steps up to the and he's with his girlfriend, and she orders whatever she orders. Every time they ordered something, they would look at each other and like smile. And I'm gonna try and explain it to those that can only hear. They can't see my face. Is
They're
like
watching us through Braille.
like when you so like if I said something like an inside joke, me and you were in public. I say an inside joke between us, so I look at you and I kind of smile like, yeah, So yeah, so this girl goes up and she's like, I'll take the blah blah blah, and then looks at him and she's like, and then she's like, and then I'll take they have like donuts there too. So then she's like, and I'll take the raspberry blah blah blah, and then she's like, like looks at Lululemon guy. I'm looking at the menu. Like, is that what it's called? The menu, the drink
That's
drink
what
menu.
they call it. That's what the kids call it nowadays.
It says coffee, Americana, macchiato, espresso. It has all that stuff.
Yeah.
This guy comes in out of nowhere.
Fella.
Out of nowhere. His order was a rose cardamom something with oat milk and like double steamed cream.
Okay.
And I'm like, what planet is this guy from where he just walks in? That crap's not even
walks
on,
in.
It's not, nowhere to be seen.
He's like on the secret menu.
Yeah. And he comes, rose cardamom something with oat milk and then double steam something. I don't know what. But I'm like, where in the world did you get that? And that is what makes me not want to go to those places.
Listen, Joe. Do you remember like when our parents
Were born? No.
when we like you're in high school, you're in college, and you're like, man, my parents are not very cool because they're like, we used to we didn't want to go to Vietnam, and we were like peace, man, and then we drew flowers on things, and then we were like love, and then Godspell came out, and then we were like dancing around like hippies, and we loved the Beach Boys, and then woo, and then Joe Cocker, and you're like, all right, dude, you're not that cool, and then like slowly as you age, you're like, all right, my parents are cool, they're cool, they're kind of cool. They're kind of cool. But, like, the kids these days, do you hear me? What I sound like? The kids these days with their Lululemon pants and their goofy hat to the side, and they tattoo their face, and they, like all this weird shit. Like,
Yeah.
they cannot.
And rose cardamom oat milk.
They cannot be thinking this about us because, like, holy shit, they look dumb. I mean, like, dude, no. That, like, all the, like, the neon stuff, like, they're trying to take parts of the 90s and 80s, and like, look, it's cool, I'm a hipster, and you're just like, no, It's not
Yeah.
even. It's like it's hilarious how dumb it looks.
I agree,
I don't
and
know.
and I'm
And
that
that
way.
guy.
Like I'm thinking, like, am I the old crotchety get off my land guy? But
No.
it seriously drives me crazy. Like with
But it's
all
dumb.
the yeah
It's dumb.
yeah
I
yeah
feel
it is.
like-
It's just bizarre.
Yeah, like in the 80s, it was kind of like throwing back to the 60s, some of the 50s, like there was some of that vibe, like Back to the Future. It was cool.
Well, let me hit you with
Our
this.
parents felt like it was cool. The throwing back. Like the
Well,
things
here's
that
the
were
deal,
coming
though.
out.
Here's the deal, though. All these decades, they were their own thing. Like the 70s look. That was the first time that look was that.
Kind
the
of.
80s look.
But the 70s were kind of influenced by like old like Victorian England and turn of the century stuff. Like it
I don't
had
think
a
that.
very
When I think
heavy
of, like,
influence.
I think of like graphic tees and like bell bottoms.
So
what I
the
mean?
bell bottoms definitely was like a new thing, and the
Yeah,
graphic
and then like the
t-shirts,
80s.
just the ability.
Like the 80s came around and it's like the windbreaker stuff and the fluorescence and all that. That was
Its own
new.
thing.
Like somebody invented that. Somebody
cool.
designed that. But I feel like now
It's nothing.
no one's designing anything. Everyone's like, I'm going to take the MC Hammer pants, and then I'm going to take a Nirvana shirt, and then I'm going to do about the only thing that's like new is face tattoos. And
which is not new. I mean, like
It's not
they always,
new.
And
Yeah, it's not-
Pacific Islanders have been doing it forever. It's just like new to make it look like you passed out at a party and everybody drew on your face, but it's permanent.
And unless you're like established money wise, like if you are a rapper or an artist and you just like that is your world, that subculture, where the rest of your life you're good with it. But like to like kids that are graduating high school and getting like love and death tattooed underneath their eyes, and then like what are you gonna do? Like you kind of have a couple of choices. You could do construction for the rest of your life, or you could do construction.
Or pay $1,000 to get it lasered off.
Yeah, and still, like, I don't know if it's gonna look perfect if you get it lasered off. I just don't get it. I don't understand.
I'm with
I don't
you.
understand it. I don't understand it.
I am with you. I don't understand it because it's not like a new thing. Like even going through like our youth, things that parents were like, that's dumb. They'd be like, The Cure, like the singer Robert Smith, he looks dumb. And they were right. Like he looks like he's faking sad on purpose to sell records. And they
Yeah.
were right. That's dumb. But like, my dad was just like, yeah, this is a good band. I love this band. I love this. This is great. I love the Outfield. I love the Cars. This is great music. And he was right. The things that he thought were like faddish and dumb, he was right about. And
Yeah.
then the
I
things
do
that
think that too.
we had
I think
going that were
like
cool
with
are still
wisdom.
cool.
Yeah, I think like with wisdom kind of comes, you could see like that ain't gonna last. Yoga pants, leggings, yeah, they lasted.
Yeah.
But like
I hope they keep
skinny-
lasting. By the
Yeah,
way,
but like skinny
it's my
jeans on
favorite
guys.
thing.
Yeah, but like skinny jeans on guys, like not really. That
Joe-
that lasted a little bit.
Joe, I wear skinny jeans still. In fact,
Well,
I
there's,
just
like,
bought
slim
6
fit.
pairs.
Well, there's like
of
slim
skinny-
fit, and then there's like skinny jeans.
They're not like yoga pants. Like they have creases and folds. They're just they are made of like mostly. There is spandex in them. I'm not gonna lie. I bought 6 pairs. They fit so good. Here's the other thing. This is crazy.
Let's hear it.
My pants, man. I kept having like they were falling down, or I'd tighten my belt and there would just be this weird bulge. And I'm like, I don't want to get new pants. So then I tried on these pants at Costco, and it's the same size as my Speedo in high school. 32. I'm wearing size 32 pants, and they fit good. Like they're kind of a little bit loose.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So join me for some diet tips. First of all,
You got to wake up in the morning and have a shot of vitamin B
first
and a caramel.
First,
And
your
then-
mom has to go on hospice. She has to live with you and be very sick, and then go on hospice as your wife is telling you she wants a divorce. Then she dies, and then your wife leaves you, and then your dad dies. It's a great diet plan.
You lose your job.
Oh, I lost my job first. So those size 36s fit then. And now I'm like 32.
Wowzers. That's some weight loss. You put in on here, well, actually, just to bring coffee talk to an end.
Coffee.
So I think we could probably start our own coffee podcast. You know everything about coffee. I don't. We could do a limited six episode run. And bring me up to speed on everything coffee, and that would probably do better than this dumb podcast.
It would be called the Dirty Try.
It'd be called the
Dirty-
Pickle and Coffee Shop.
Dirty Cry. Pickle.
Dirty cry. Dirty chai. The Dirty Chai and Filtered Coffee cast.
Yes. That sounds. It just rolls off the tongue, dude.
It does. It really does. Now, you put here, what are you reading, listening to, watching, excited about?
Right?
Yes. What am I reading? The only
Playboy.
reading
Just for the articles. It's fine, Joe. Nobody's judging.
Yeah. That I don't even think that's is that even still a thing?
I think it's online. I think they stopped printing it. That's what I heard. And
Yeah.
that's what I read. But not
Yeah.
in Playboy. Sorry, guys.
Oh man, sorry. I'm yawning.
No.
I can't tell you like the last thing I read. So reading is out right now.
Have you been listening to books?
Listening to podcasts.
Okay.
I was listening to the podcasts that I normally listen to. There's a hockey one called Spittin' Chicklets. Very funny.
Okay.
I listened to two comedians, Sebastian Maniscalco and Pete Corielli, the Pete and Sebastian Show. Mm-hmm. That's pretty funny.
It's funny.
Oh, and if you don't listen to it, if you do listen to it, I hope I don't ruin this, but I was listening. My buddy Cal told me, he's like, dude, you got to listen to the latest episode of Pete and Sebastian. And so the one comedian, Sebastian Maniscalco, got his wife for Christmas, either Christmas or their anniversary or something like that. Have you seen the ads on Instagram for like where you can have a song done for you?
Yeah, I just saw one of those today.
So he did that. So he purchased a song and he had to write out all this stuff that he loves about his wife, and then he sent it in. And then within like 3 days, they send a song back, and they played the song on the podcast.
Is it just like those
it
things
was
you could?
garbage.
Oh no!
It
It's
was
like
absolute garbage.
they're just like, "You are the sunshine of my life, Karen."
No, it probably would have been better if it was that. It was more like, exactly what he read. They just sung. So the music starts and it's like his wife's name is Lana, but the guy in the song calls her Lena.
Oh no!
So the music starts and it's like, Lena, we met when we were at the movie theater, and a short time later we got married. It's like, it's literally this guy just reading.
How much do one of these things cost?
I think a couple of $100.
Oh man, it would be so funny to make one that's made up. Just like We met while touching kids in the Boy Scouts.
We should do one for the Pickla Boot Shop. Have that like our new, like our outro song.
We were in the tent molesting raccoons together.
So it's a pretty funny episode. So if you guys are looking for something funny, it's Pete and Sebastian show. And I think it was by now. I think it's been like 3 episodes ago, but it is hilarious. And listening to it, oh my gosh, it was killer. So I listened to Spittin' Chicklets, Pete and Sebastian. I listened to the comedian Theo Vaughn. He does this weekend with Theo Vaughn, and those are funny. And I'll get on some like Joe Rogan kicks. Mm-hmm. Like I'll listen to like 4 episodes of like Joe Rogan, and then I won't listen to him for like 6 months.
What is the deal with Joe Rogan? Is he like shifting a certain way politically? Like everything I hear about him is just like, dude, he's getting canceled. But I think it's just because he's calling out cancel culture.
Yeah, he does.
It has not that he's taking a political stance.
Everybody, like people who don't listen and just hear the things that kind of come out,
like me.
Yeah, think that he's this like right wing, like zealot, but he's not. He's literally in the middle. Like there are things that he's conservative on, there's things that he's Republican about, there's things he's Democrat about, and there's things that he's far left about.
Yeah.
And but he just states his mind, and then instead of being, I take that back. He has so what happens is, just take COVID for instance. Like one of the big things that got him in trouble and people tried to cancel him about was COVID. And so he basically went on and like where everyone else is just regurgitating stuff that they heard somebody at work say, or something about masks or this or that. Like Joe Rogan was having doctors, like he was having the people who studied the disease, studied the virus on the show.
Okay.
And so, so he wasn't just forming his own opinions like most of us do. Like most of us take in all this information and then, they hear something from outlet A, B, C, D, and like we form our own opinion. Well, he was like going to the sources and he was like, well, this guy, I'm going to listen to him. So he has everybody on his show. Like he has astrophysicists on the show. Do you know like that Neil deGrasse guy?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah. Like he has him on all the time because he's interested in just stuff that, like he says, that's why he started a podcast. He just wants to talk to people who know lots of stuff about stuff that he doesn't know.
Okay.
And so he's like, I could do a podcast where I have stand-up comedians or MMA fighters just come on every single show because that's what I know. He's like, but that doesn't make me a better person. So he has all sorts of people from different walks of life, different jobs, all that stuff. So that was one of the things with COVID was he's on the show talking with a guy who studied the actual virus and saying, well, Fauci says this is incorrect. And this person, says this about it, and that's incorrect. And the government is telling us this is how we have to combat it, which is incorrect. It would be done better if we do it this way. And that's what got him in trouble. So then people were saying that he was spreading false information when he was like,
this guy was contradicting Fauci.
Yeah. And so he's like,
Okay.
I'm not. So his whole thing is he's like, I'm not contradicting I'm not giving anyone false information. I'm having qualified and certified people in their field. Like I'm not just picking some guy from some little college who's trying to make a name for himself. He has people who have, who do it and vetted people.
Okay.
So it's interesting, like listening to him and stuff like that, and listening to his guests. He's just the host, but he has all these like great guests on, and then he's funny because I didn't know Joe Rogan was a stand-up comedian. I thought he was
Yeah,
like a
before the thing where you eat all the weird stuff. What is that show?
Fear Factor. Yeah. So I knew him from
Did
like
you hear
Fear
me just
Factor.
rip ass just now? I just
No.
farted so loud.
No.
Okay, never mind.
So I knew him from Fear Factor and then like the MMA, like UFC. I didn't know he was like a stand-up comedian, and I like that.
What would he do in UFC?
He's like a commentator guy
Oh, I didn't know
for
this.
UFC. Yeah. So he's done that basically since like the UFC. I think since like Dana White purchased it, he's been the like commentator for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I did not know this either. I've seen really just seen him on Fear Factor, and then it was funny when he was on Chappelle's show. I've kind of seen things about him here or there. I will try it. I'll listen to it. I'm skeptical though, Joe, because I am very left leaning.
Well, I mean, like I said,
I'm
there's
open-minded
areas.
though.
There's areas that he's left leaning. I would consider him a normal person. Like I consider myself normal. Like I
would not consider
there's certain
you
things
normal.
I'm conservative on. There's some things that I go more the other way on. I consider him a normal guy. Like when it comes to what are some things? Well, I know like when it comes to like gun rights, he's conservative. He's like right leaning when it comes to guns and stuff like that.
Which blows my mind because you're further left on that than I am.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
And so then, but then there's like other things. I think when it comes to, I don't want to say something and then I'm wrong with it, but things like pro-choice. I think he's like pro-choice. Things like that. So he definitely goes. You can't put him in a box and say he's a conservative podcast host. Like not at all. He's drugs and stuff like that. He's like really big into like on the show. There's this honey that is made in, I want to say like Nepal. And it's a hallucinogenic honey.
Okay.
That this like insect, it's only found like in Nepal, and it has hallucinogenic properties. And so this guy like brings it back, and he like Joe Rogan like right there on the show just like takes a big old spoonful of this like hallucinogenic honey and does his podcast like all tripped out.
So like up on honey.
Yeah, so I don't, like that's something that I would think is more like left leaning. Conservatives usually don't go down the drug, the open use, and I don't think any drug should be outlawed or like decriminalize like all drugs. That's kind of, I think Joe goes that way too. But yeah, check it out. Like some of the interesting ones are the ones, like I said, like the Neil deGrasse Tyson, whatever. Like those are amazing. Like those interviews. So he just does all that. He does interviews with scientists, doctors. He does have MMA fighters and stand-up comedians that I think he uses as fillers. But yeah, he has some interesting people on there. So that's what I've been listening to. What about you?
Out.
What have you been listening to?
I listen to some. I do listen to some podcasts too. I listen to Smartless, which is like Jason Bateman and Sean Hayes and Will Arnett. They just interview people. It's funny because like one person picks a guest and the other two don't know who it is, and they're funny guys. Except they make too much fun of Sean Hayes, who is like that gay guy.
I don't know who that is.
He's like the really high-pitched male guy in Will and Grace.
Oh, yeah. The guy who says, like, just Jack.
Yeah.
That just Jack guy. Okay.
Yeah. He's a super sweet guy, and they pick on him a lot. Not because he's gay. They just pick on him, and you're like, come on, man. But it's funny. And then I listen to, like, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. I told you to listen to the Kevin Nealon one. It's really, really funny. But I also listened to this podcast called Throughline from NPR, and my favorite one so far is the one they just did. It was like about the Black Panthers, which got me going down a wormhole, and now I'm listening to some book while I'm doing my construction called Black Against Empire, and it's about the foundation of the Black Panthers. Really interesting. Like, it's super interesting. I've always been like, kind of like, oh, that's kind of scary. But hearing about it as a historical event, it's interesting just how much. I don't think the Black Panthers was such like a good thing, but it was necessary. I think that like the formation of the Black Panthers kind of pushed, like there had to be like this outlying, like, oh my gosh, for Lyndon Johnson, like if we don't start passing this civil rights legislation, if we don't start listening to Martin Luther King, these guys are the answer. So it's cool listening to, because it's just like, it's very extreme, but not as extreme as I thought. Like, I just thought it was like super militant, like kill whitey black people. And they're just like, hey, we just want cops to stop killing us. So it's pretty interesting. I really enjoy it. And I've been watching the new season of The Office, which came out on Amazon Prime. Totally different. Like, I can't figure out where
new season.
Yeah, I can't figure out where Pam is, and Jim is like shooting people a lot. And then he's like, it's really different than the old Office. But like,
I don't
Jim,
have a clue what you're talking about.
I think he's a spy in it, and he like, I don't know. This season he's like trying to get like they're trying to stop the Russians from planting a dirty bomb. Nothing like the old Office, but it's pretty cool.
I'm completely lost. I don't have a clue what you're talking about. It sounds like you're talking about like 24.
I've been watching Jack Ryan.
Oh, yeah. That's got what's Jim's name?
John Krasinski.
Yeah. See, that's both of them. Pam and Jim are screwed. Like, they can never play anything else.
Oh, man.
I can't look at him and be like, I tried. I couldn't.
It's so good, though.
His nose, I'm just like, he's not an action star. Like, he's Jim. Done.
Okay. But in Jack Ryan, he's like a doctor of economics, that was in the Marines. He just is like a very smart guy, pretty nerdy, and then he keeps getting in these situations where he has to shoot a lot.
Yeah, I keep wanting him to look at the camera and like raise an eyebrow.
And just like shake his head.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I watched like the first 2 episodes. I'm like, I'm going to give it a chance. And I watched like the first one. I'm like, all right, okay. And then I start watching the second one, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do it.
I love it. I loved the first one. Second season was good, but this new season's really good. The only problem is I started watching it with Kara, so I have to wait till she's with me to watch it, which is like once a week instead of just binging it.
Now, one of the things that Heidi and I watch is I got her. We go back and we watch MASH. So I've got her like hooked back on MASH. So we've been watching a lot of that lately on Hulu. And then the other thing I got Heidi hooked on is I got her hooked on like true crime stuff.
Uh-huh.
And she was getting into the true crime right around the time of all that crap in South Carolina, like Alex Murdaugh. And those murders where the county prosecutor like killed his wife and son, and he's on trial for it right now, like on court TV. It's going. So it's this
going
big,
now.
Yeah, it's like the trial just started. But I got Heidi hooked on it, and there's a podcast. The podcast has like 84 episodes, and basically like what happened is like the lady that does the podcast, she just goes. If those of you that are hearing me talk about it know what case I'm talking about, what you're reading, like in the news, like what he's on trial for right now, which is the murder of his wife and his one son, that just like scratches the surface. The podcast goes into like how his family, they've been the county prosecutors for like 5 counties in South Carolina for over 100 years. Like his great great grandfather was the they call them solicitors. So like in Michigan, we have like a county prosecutor. In South Carolina, they have a solicitor, and then that solicitor would be like the prosecutor for not just one, but like up to 5 counties.
Okay.
And this guy's great great grandfather was the solicitor. His great grandfather, his grandfather, his father, and now him. And it's almost like the Ozarks. It's like that Jason Bateman show, Ozark.
Yeah.
Like, because they run the county as far as legal system and who gets charged and who doesn't, they're like tied into like drug trafficking, allegedly. They're tied into drug trafficking. They're allegedly, there was like a gay kid in town that was having like a little tryst with one of his sons. That guy was found dead.
Jeez.
Yeah. The one son that he killed was drunk driving a boat and ended up killing a girl. And so that's his son, Paul. So he ends up blowing Paul's head off with a shotgun.
His son?
His own son, and then shooting his wife 4 times with like some high powered rifle.
Is this fiction?
No, isn't that crazy? Truth is stranger than fiction. And so HBO has a show that they just came out with, and they release episodes. I think they release like an episode a month. I don't think it's an episode a week, but it's called The Low Country.
Okay.
And it's all about this. Oh,
Lord.
come on, Grim. Come on in.
Come on in, Grim.
Come on, Grimmy. Yeah, so like I've been watching that. So Heidi and I have just been crushing anything that deals with like the Murdaws and that murder and that whole thing. Those have been good shows. And
That's
like I think I
crazy,
told you
bro.
last time, Chernobyl. I'm
Yes,
like hooked.
you were
I'm
very
hooked
much
on
into
like
that.
you know, that's been a big thing. But I haven't been reading. Like I haven't been reading any comic books. I haven't been reading any books. Nothing's like jumped out and said like, oh, I want to read that.
I feel like my grammar skills and my what do you call it here?
Nuts.
My nuts. My vocabulary.
Yeah.
That's a word, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it suffers when I don't actually read. I've just been listening to stuff on, like books on tape.
Yeah.
Is what we call it here at the house on
Yeah.
Audible. And it suffers. Yeah.
There was one sec. I gotta yell at my dog. Go lay down.
One second. Go lay down.
in
Grim.
your bed. Hey, go lay in your bed. You're not gonna sit here and growl. Go lay in your bed.
Go
He's just-
growl at Joe.
He's just staring at me, growling. Go lay in your
nice.
bed. So then he comes closer and rubs his head on my leg.
Nice.
What was I gonna say? Another thing watching Chernobyl. I went into way too much on that last one.
Hey,
you know
how
what
excited
movie?
are you?
You know what
Go
movie I
ahead.
saw that's like a really good movie?
What's
Was
that?
Where the Crawdads Sing?
Oh yeah,
Have you heard of that?
I have.
It's like a book, and then they made it into a movie, and it's pretty good.
Is it?
You and Carol would probably enjoy it.
Okay.
It's like a good. It's not like for kids. Like it's not that it's not for kids, but your kids probably just wouldn't be into it.
Yeah.
But definitely like a date movie. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Are you excited about the new Ant-Man?
Super excited.
What's
I'm
it called?
super excited.
Quantumania?
Quantumania, the ad where it just kicks in. Like, this is my thing on Marvel movies and Star Wars. I'll just watch the first, like when they put out the first trailer.
The teaser?
Yeah, I'll do the teaser, but then the actual one, and then I just shut it off because I don't want it anymore. I already know I'm going to see it. I just want to get a little bit hype. So I
Yeah.
stop watching them, and that one, it's got like the Elton John. It's like oh, oh. You know, like it's like they remastered it for the ad. The Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Is that what's the name of that song?
I don't know.
Holy crap! Do you know what I'm talking about? The trailer though.
No,
Ooh.
I don't watch them.
Dude, I
know
teared
that
up.
if I know that I'm going to see a movie, I do not watch the trailer.
If this song is not featured in the movie, I'm going to be disappointed because it's just like they remastered this Elton John song for the trailer. Because then I wanted to listen to it after watching it with Lyndon. I was like, hey, let's listen to that song again. And I was like, this is not it. Sounds very lo-fi. It just like, oh man, it seriously looks so good. I'm so excited. I feel like all the other Marvel movies after Endgame have just been like kind of filler. Like nothing. It's like bringing in a new character, or like even the TV shows. Like you're just like, why are they doing this? And I've been surprised.
Like
She-Hulk
was trash.
I kind of agree with you.
She-Hulk was trash. Moon Knight was cool.
Yeah, I was surprised by Moon Knight. Really cool. Loki, super cool. WandaVision, good. Falcon and Winter Soldier, good. Hawkeye, I didn't dig at all.
See, I didn't like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I liked Hawkeye more than that. Miss Marvel, I felt like it was like a Nickelodeon show. Like I felt like it was too like for kids.
I fell asleep. I kept falling asleep. It's like Lyndon's favorite superhero. I got her into comics through Miss Marvel and like Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. But she's like, yeah, they can make a show. And so I was watching with her and I kept dozing off. Not excited.
Yeah.
But like this is like the first thing that is like, it has meaning. Loki. So Loki totally surprised me. I was just like, they should not do this. But like how much it added to the MCU.
The thing that I didn't like about Loki, and it's funny, my kids and I were talking about this the other night. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Hey, 1 second.
Hey, Mia.
Mia, the dog is in here.
Because I'm podcasting, and she texts me, and I can't reply.
The dog's in here helping my leg.
Just make sure that she's okay. If not, go get me.
That's serious.
Come on. All right. Yes, you just heard that. My daughter was texting me while we're on the Skype, and I'm seeing it pop up. But if I answer it, then the Skype will quit. But we were talking about this the other day, as far as what were we just saying?
Loki. We're talking about Loki.
Yes. So my kids and I were talking about it the other day. The one scene that breaks my heart in Loki is where they open the desk drawer and there's just all the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
And it's just they're made to just be like they're not a big deal. Like in this universe, it was
you just were like, what the fuck, man? Or were you like, like heartbroken by the movie making or heartbroken by the concept?
I was heartbroken by the concept that only because Loki is where we're kind of introduced into this multiverse. It broke my heart that it's like, okay, in the universe that we watched all of the Marvel movies, the Infinity Stones were the end all be all. You know, we watched 20 movies. We watched Black Widow die for these things.
Tony Stark
died for these things, and they were nothing. You know, so 6 months or 5 months after Endgame, we watch Loki, and the Infinity Stones, and there's multiple, are just sitting in a drawer.
Yeah.
And there's like 3 of every color. Like they just had tons of them. Like, and it was like, oh no, in this multiverse, in this universe, they were a big deal, but not in any other one.
Or they were, and these guys just had to like confiscate them. How many millions of universes, like did it create? And like, oh, dude.
And so the way that I took it, it was like, you know how you'll see like in the movie, like a Christmas Story, where the teacher will take somebody's like shattered teeth and then throw them in the drawer, and it just has all the other junk pranks. Yes. That's what it was. Like they open the drawer to throw something of no value in it, and then there's just all these Infinity Stones.
Think about Loki, that like it changed him as a person, like his whole thing of just like seeking himself and just being mischievous. And he saw that and he was just like undone at that moment. Like, oh my gosh, yeah. I cannot defeat this. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good show, but that bummed me out when the Infinity Stones were just made to like not be anything.
Yeah, but like, dude, Kang the Conqueror, man, it's like this. It just opens up so much. I'm so excited. I feel like it's gonna be like I feel like Marvel after Endgame was like they could have just been okay. Hey, we just made the best thing ever. Like we made a movie with like an 18-part movie or whatever, 17.
Yeah.
Like and just like dropped the mic so hard with Endgame. Like there were so many places where it could have just sucked and it did not.
Yeah,
it was so good. It's my favorite movie. I'm embarrassed to say it, but like it is my favorite movie. It is.
It's mine too, yeah.
It's like all the things I wanted as a boy and then taken by other people that have grown up with that like me, and they just made the best thing of it. It could have failed so hard in so many places, and it's so good.
Yeah.
But I think Marvel is just like, I'm pretty sure like years before that they're like, okay, what are we doing next?
I know,
and they're there.
But that's what bothers me is with the first ones, it's the main characters that we got to know, like Iron Man, Captain America. All the main ones were there, and we got to know them over 2 decades of these movies coming out, and that whole story played out, and it was amazing, and I'm going to use the word beautiful, and it was like just like you said, just this awesome gift that was given to us that we had to pay for. But now, what I don't like is like now, I think where does it go? Because everyone's getting older.
You know where it's going. They've already told us they're doing the Secret Wars.
I know, but other than like, what's his name? Spider-Man kid, Tom Holland. Like Tony Stark's done. He's out, right?
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
Joe?
Yeah. And like,
is he?
Like Captain America, he's out.
Is
because you got Falcon,
this
who's
is
now
the thing, dude.
So,
dude,
unless I'm absolutely blown away, but I think, I'm bummed that it's like Black Widow is gone, like all these different things. So if it's gonna be all these like new characters, like I will be livid. If with the Secret Wars we have to. There's gonna be like She-Hulk.
Yeah.
If like She-Hulk is in like the new movies and stuff like that
instead of the real Hulk.
Yeah. And now, mind you, that is the one thing that bummed me out with Endgame. I hate Smart Hulk. I like chaos, Hulk smash.
Yeah.
Nobody can contain him.
This is where our paths divert.
I hate Smart Hulk. I hate him.
I hate the Hulk. Like I just think the Hulk is just like it's just brute and dumb, and like when they make the Hulk interesting is when he's smart.
But then he's not the Hulk. He's just something else.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
interesting then, and then it's not just like what's going to happen? Like it's just
but here's
chaos.
what
It's
I don't.
like,
But here's what I don't like. Kind of like with what you were just saying. When they take the Hulk and they do this, then he becomes something. If they took Superman and took everything away from him and made him something different, he's not Superman anymore. Like, it wouldn't be Superman. So, like, what
Yeah.
I don't like is if they wanted a character who's this, like, Beast. So Beast is this kind of Hulk, very smart, very articulate person.
yeah,
They had that character. It's Beast. Like, don't change the Hulk. You know, if Wolverine had wings and was filthy rich, he'd be Archangel, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
Wolverine.
I don't disagree with you, but like I just think the Hulk as a protagonist, if he is unable to, if he's unable to choose like his things for the better good, he's not a protagonist. He is the antagonist. He's the enemy in the Hulk. He is like
Right, but I think that's
like
what was
Bruce
fun
Banner
was they
is
had
the
to kind of work
protagonist.
with that.
Well, and I get that. Like Bruce is like the protagonist, and the Hulk is the antagonist. Like the Hulk destroys his life, but then it's like that lasts for like 2 episodes or 2 shows, and then you're just like, this is boring. That's how
See,
I feel about the Hulk.
Yeah, see, I don't like. I enjoy it. I enjoy the fight between Banner and the Hulk, and then I enjoy watching like, okay, they have to control him, you know, like herding cattle. Like they have to figure out how they can use the Hulk, because at any moment he could switch and almost, you know, like ruin your plans, hurt you, everything like that. So I liked that whole through the first, you know, few Avengers movies and stuff, where they had to get him to a certain place and they had to, you know, deal with him with like kid gloves until Banner came back. And then when Banner came back, they could talk, they could do all that stuff. That's where you got the smart guy. That's where he could use his brain. That's where he was trying to figure out, you know, all the stuff. And then all of a sudden, Chaos comes back. I love the Hulk. He's always been my favorite character, like growing up. I just absolutely loved him.
This is where our paths split, Joe.
Yeah, and
I
so
have never liked that Hulk. The only Hulk I like is Smart Hulk. And
Yeah,
I get it, like they had to
ruined it
have
for
that
me.
in the movies because they have Smart Hulk in the comics. Like he goes back and forth, right?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't go back and forth. I mean, like,
there's a part in the comics where he becomes smarter. He's able to control it.
yeah, he's able to control it, but I feel like that only went for a run for a while and then ended. And then kind of like in the multiverse, you could buy the comics that had, you know, Smart Hulk, but wasn't Smart Hulk? Didn't they call him like Mr. Grundy or no? That's a Superman character. They called him Mr. something, and he was like gray. And then there's like Red Hulk. There's like Red Hulk, Gray Hulk, and then Green Hulk.
And Pink Hulk.
And then Gray Hulk is like the smart one. Yeah, so I was just, I don't know. But I hope this new, I mean, I'm in for it. I mean, I'll buckle up and I'll pay for my tickets. Like I'm going to see him because I think Marvel makes good movies, but it's just, I don't have like a starting point because I feel like all the great characters have been gone through and are done. Like I feel like I feel like I've, you know, heard the interviews and like read the whatever where the contracts are, you know, over and like they're done. They're not doing it anymore.
I think that is a purposeful bait from the Walter Disney Corporation, where they're just like, okay, Robert Downey Jr.'s gone, Chris Evans is gone, Jeremy Renner's done. They're just hanging that out there. So you're like, oh man, Secret Wars. I am betting that it's all going to come together.
And I hope Secret Wars was better because I think that's the other thing is like they ruined
No, I
Civil
think they'll be
War.
back. Yeah, but I mean, like, if you think of like what is the pinnacle of the storytelling of Marvel to me that I know of is Secret Wars. I didn't read the second one, just the first one.
Yeah.
But like to me, it was just like dude, this is the thing. Like all the comic book characters came together. They fought each other. It was this war.
Well, yeah, same thing with Civil War. And that I wish they would have
And
just
they
called it
botched
like,
it.
yeah, I wish they would have called it like Captain America, 3 or whatever
They
it was.
should have called it Avengers 3, which is what it was.
Yeah.
It had very little to do with Captain America.
The fact that they used Civil War, and because they used that title and tried to go off of that plot line, it ruined it, which means they can't do it in the future. Because that whole run of Civil War that just tied all the comics together, all the Marvel characters had to choose a side.
Ruined it because Captain America 2, The Winter Soldier, is one of the best superhero movies ever. And had they given Captain America a third movie instead of that thing, which was Avengers 3, I can't imagine. They really did not do enough with Captain America.
Yeah.
Says the guy who has a Captain America tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys, we're going to bring this to an end. This is the paid portion, the freebie portion. Ladies and gents, for $5, you can join us on Patreon and get more. We're going to be talking next about Red Hot Chili Peppers, about food, but more importantly, we're going to be talking about. I got some stuff about Jewish history that I want to ask you. Also, I want to ask about
Because
this.
I am an expert on this. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah, and I want to run some stuff by you. So, you guys, for $5 a month, you can get up to 4 more hours of us every month. So you can get 8 hours of us, the 4 freebie a
To
month.
4 hours.
Yeah,
Sometimes less.
yeah. But if we try to cut
trying.
something out, we try and cut out the freebie so we can get the Patreons, their money's worth. So anyway, you guys check it out. That's that. You can reach us at the Pickle and Boot Shop Instagram. You can message me. You guys are always messaging. Or Diabolical Discussion page to talk about the latest episodes, to get a hold of me. It seems like everybody's figured out that if they tag me in a comment, that I will reply. So I do check those things all the time. I do try and reply as much as I can. So I think that's that. Talk to you later. Bye.
Piece of ham. Did I do that right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.